So a friend of mine from work commissioned me to make something for his wife for Mother's Day. I didn't film the first one because I wasn't quite sure how I was going to make it. I made it happen, y'all. I made it happen. I will post the pictures on my Instagram and my Twitter page just so you guys can see, but I'm going to go along, or I'm going to bring y'all along with me to make a second one. He loved it so much at work, he just displayed it at his station all day and people were asking. So I got commissioned to make another one for a set of twins at work. They have twins, the set of twins, and then they have two other siblings, but they wanted something like that, but they wanted it different. So we came up with the idea and they loved it. So let's get started. First thing I need to do is go over to my wood rack, get some wood that I bought for this project, and then we'll start from there. All right, let me go grab these pieces of wood. There's the hawk. Before there was a Tiffany outdoors, there was Tiffany the farmer.
On a U-turn when possible.
No, we're not U-turning.
Hi. Hi, what are you doing? Hi, Boo. What?
All right, I got my pieces of wood here. This is going to be for the frame, and this right here, there's going to be hearts on it, or a heart, and I need to make four of these hearts, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 4 hearts, and hopefully this one piece will be enough to make all 4. Oh, this piece ain't very flat. Boy, look at that. I can't do nothing with this one. Let me get another piece. That's too warped. It ain't gonna lay flat. But anyway, I need to make 4 hearts, and I'm gonna put their name in each quadrant of the heart and make it look like a puzzle piece or something like that. And I've been using this right here to make the hearts. Let me go grab another piece of wood and I'll show you how I did it. Unfortunately, I don't have any more of this oak. I'm gonna have to go get some tomorrow because that's, you see how much that's way off. That can't work. But I'm gonna show you how I'm going to draw the heart anyway. So you take a round object, draw yourself. Wait a minute. I'll start at the top. That'll give me more space. All right, to make your heart, here's how you're gonna do it. You're gonna draw yourself a circle. You can dip down there as far as you want on this side, and then you're gonna come slide it over and make sure those lines connect. And then draw another mostly circle. Okay. All right, so you're gonna have 2 bubbles like that. And you'll take a straight edge and right where it dips down, so I'm gonna draw a line like that. So it should look something like this. Okay. Now take your straight edge from one of these edges and you're gonna connect that to that line like so. And then do the same on the other side. You want to try to line it up as best as you can. See what I did there? now you have your heart. So now all you have to do is take an eraser, erase all your extra lines, and you'll have a heart. That back there. Place that there. There you go. That's how I make my hearts. And you can use any circumference circle that you want. Your heart will just be whatever size it'll be whenever you're done. But anyway, all right. I'm going to set that to the side, and we're going to work on the frame. Okay, this is how this is going to be laid out. I'm going to have the word mom up there, and they wanted this painted in their mom's birthstone color, so I got paint for that. There's going to be a picture of the moon here, and it's a picture that I took myself. Then the heart is going to be here, and then up here I'm going to use my Cricut to type in the words "We love you to the moon and back." It's going to be right in this section here. So first thing I want to do is go ahead and cut out the backboard that all of this stuff is going to be attached to. I'm going to size that up, cut that out with my circular saw, and then come back to you. Alright, y'all, started raining on me, so I had to finish cutting the base inside here, and I got it sitting over there. Pretty cool. Sweating like crazy today. I didn't put up my AC in the window, but I'm only going to be out here for about another hour or so. And shop temp, what are we at? 82 degrees in here. And look at that, 80% humidity. Makes for a warm day. Alright, I've got my saw set up. Now we're going to start working on the frame. So let's do it. I got my miter saw set up at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to cut the frames upright, just like this. Alright, let me go grab my base. Yes, I did it right. Okay. So I need another piece cut like this, 23 inches, and then I'm going to need two pieces up and that are going to be the sides that are going to be 15 inches. I'm going to go ahead and cut those and come back to you. Alright, y'all, this is what I mean by I'm still learning how to cut these angles and frames and things. So the frame is cut out okay, but I'm going to have to cut it down because it's the same exact size as the base itself, and I need the frame to be a little bit smaller than the base. So before I do anything as far as cutting these down, first thing I want to do is cut the groove where the base is going to sit inside the frame here. So I'm going to go and take these out to my table saw, cut the groove in them, make sure the groove fits, and then I'll be cutting these down to the size I need for it to fit this. I'm still learning, but yeah, I could never measure these right. But one thing to note is it's better to cut it too long than too short. So there you have that. Alright, I'm going to cut the grooves in these and then get out my miter saw and then cut them down to the appropriate size, and then I'll come back to you. Alright, whenever you're sanding mitered corners like this, never ever ever sand this part. If you do, you're going to mess up your angles. So don't sand this part. Sand all around it. Top, bottom, here, 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 and here. But never here. Alright, I'm going to sand the rest of these, and then I'll come back to you. I have everything sanded. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint these. I'm going to use this color here. The name of the color is Stony Path, and it looks really nice. It's a nice contrast against the background. So let me open this up. Let me show y'all what this looks like. Color is really nice. Nice color, and it's going to contrast with the background quite nicely. This here is just some chalk paint that I had left over from another project. The color is just fantastic. Alright, easy peasy. I'm going to put probably 2 coats on here. It's probably what it'll take. Alright, I'm going to paint both of these, or put on 2 coats of paint, and then I'll come back to you guys. Alright, now that things are drying up and I got the frame all done, I'm going to start on doing the hardest part for me, and that's the scroll saw. Y'all, I have yet to master this thing. I am very good at changing the blades though. Alright, so I got my hearts drawn out on a piece of wood here on this nice piece of solid oak. And I'm just going to go through with the scroll saw, cut this out, and see what I can do to make it look like a little puzzle piece. Alright, y'all, got it done. I used my jigsaw. I pulled my jigsaw out and cut this out since it was pretty much like a simpler pattern. It's kind of simpler pattern than the puzzle pieces that I did before. I did do another one with the scroll saw, but the board split right here, so I glued it up. We'll see what that looks like tomorrow, but I'm thinking I'll be going with this piece here. This piece does have a split in it, and you probably won't be able to even tell where it is. Yeah, you can't really see it unless I wiggle it, and I don't want to do that because I don't want to split this any more than it already is. Alright, I'm going to let that dry. I have the letters Mom drying. The frame right there is all done, and I'm waiting for something else to dry, and I will show you guys that in a few minutes. It'll be tomorrow for me, but a few seconds for you. The glue up on this worked. If I hold it at an angle, you can see where the crack was or is, but it's pretty strongly bonded. All I need to do is, if I look at it with the naked eye and I have my glasses on, I cannot see that crack. It's weird that you can see it on camera but not with the naked eye. But all I gotta do is sand off the glue. I'll sand off the glue and see what I can do as far as making these look like puzzle pieces. See that erased the... I can still see the crack in the camera. Wow, that's crazy. Maybe. I don't know. Let me think about this some more and then I'll come back to you. Okay, I decided to leave it like this and have 2 halves of a puzzle piece, and this is going to be awesome. I'm going to use my jigsaw and cut this out. That did not just happen. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to glue this one up and use my backup. Now I'm scared to cut into this. I think I'm just not going to. I don't want to risk breaking this one. This heart looks so good. It looks so good. So I think what I'm going to do is just leave it as is, and I'll put their names on it and call it a day and move on. I'm disappointed that I won't be able to make this look like a puzzle piece, but it'll just crack and break. That's all I'm worried about right now, is cracking and breaking this thing. So I think I'm just not going to risk it. This heart is perfect just the way it is. Alright, moving on. My next step is to cut out this piece of plexiglass to cover the photo that's going to go on here. So I know the picture is as big as this. So I just use this, trace out my lines. Now I need to take my cutter, plexiglass cutter, and go along these lines and break it off. And after you get a deep enough groove, you don't even need your ruler anymore. Your plexiglass cutter will just ride along that groove you've done. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same with this, and then I'll come back to you. Here we go. Now I got a piece of plexiglass that the picture will fit in quite nicely. Okay, now my next step is to drill holes in this, and I'm going to have to poke holes in the picture to mount them on these beads. So basically this is something I'm making up as I go. So I'm going to mount the picture underneath the plexiglass, put this on top here, attach the bead to the base, and then there's going to be holes in the base also, and it's going to give it like a floating effect. Okay, so I took some measurements earlier on how far and how wide this needs to be here. So the picture itself is going to be 3/4 of an inch from the edge here. Oh, perfect, got that on. And then 3 1/8 inch from the top and the bottom. 3 1/8 there. 3 1/8 there. 3/4 there, and 3/4 there. I saw it move just a touch. Okay. Pretty much got it all where it needs to be. Now, get my little feet. And I painted these. I painted them with a bronze and black color. Give it this nice space effect. So that looks pretty cool. And okay, hard part. How to measure for the hole that I need. Alright, so I'm gonna hold it down on one end here, lift this up and place one there and one there. Okay, and then trying to keep it the spacing where it needs to be. Alright, so that looks good. The heart with their names is going to be here. And then the phrase, "We love you to the moon and back," is going to be up here. And then I believe that might be it. Alright, now I need to mark on here where the holes where these need to go. Okay, so I got the holes marked for that. Now I need to mark the holes for this part here. That's going to be the hard part. I don't know how to mark for that. I think what I'll do is, so I got the hardware already. So thank goodness for estate sales where I get these bags of all sizes of hardware for like, I think they go for like 50 cents. And that's where I always pick up different types of hardware. And I had just the hardware to mount this. I think what I'm going to do to mark this is take my screwdriver, take my drill, put it in a hole, and spin it and let it leave a mark. Alright, y'all, I think I got one shot at this. I just hope that it works. Alright. Damn. Now I moved it. Okay, let's see. Okay. So I don't have steady hands. Yes. All right. So that's how I'm gonna do that. It worked. Okay. All right. Moved it. I don't have steady hands. I wish I did. But luckily, I drew the holes on this to help me line it back up when I mess up. Right. Yes, I love it when a plan comes out. I mean, I couldn't have, yeah. But anyway, I'm so happy I can't even speak. All right, now I need to find a drill bit that will match this hole. I know I said match this hole. I meant match this screw. You guys know what I mean? All right, let's see. It might be too big. That might be just right. 11/64. So in order to find my size, I just take the drill bit out and drop the screw down in the hole. All right, easy peasy. 11/64 is my bit. All right, I'm gonna drill these holes out. Now, the way I have to do the plexiglass is going to be a little bit different. I have to start off with a small bit and then work my way up in the bit size. I have two pieces of these. Let me mark the holes on the second piece just in case this first piece cracks and breaks. I have a second piece that I could use, a backup piece, if you will. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna start off with the smallest drill bit that I have and then work my way up to the 11/64. I do not want this to crack. Oh my goodness, y'all, I'm kind of nervous. Okay, I'm not going to bore you guys with this, but you see what I'm doing, and then I'll get this drilled out, and then I'll come back to you. I've got all the holes drilled out. Now I need to cut these down to length. So I've got to line everything up. Put the screw in the holes. And I haven't taken the protective coating off of this yet. Last thing I want is this piece to get scratched up. Alright, put these in the holes, or in the little stands. Let's see, let me prop this up. There we go. Alright. Everything through. Holes. I may not have to cut anything off of these. We'll get a side here. Let's see if that's sticking out past. Yeah, it's sticking out past it a little bit. And I'm going to have to cut a little bit off the edge of these screws because I only have that much from here to here and the screw is sticking past that. So when this is hanging on the wall, if I leave that screw long, it'll kind of kick it out away from the wall. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to cut these screws down just a touch. I'll take a little bit off the edge. And I'm just going to put them in my vise and use a cutoff wheel from my rotary tool. Probably can't even tell where I colored that. Yeah, that's about all I need to take off on each screw. Y'all are not gonna believe this. I totally forgot about these letters, Mom. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I gotta cut a new board. Y'all, I totally forgot to hit the record button. But anyway, I went ahead and put on the sawtooth hangers, got those on. And now all I have to do is assemble this. So what I did was I took some sandpaper and went along the edges just to make them just a little bit skinnier so to slide in these grooves a lot easier. So I did that, and let's go ahead and put this thing together. Alright, I am going to be using some Tight Bond 2 glue, so that would be the blue one, and I'll be also using my brad nailer, which is back there, with some 1-inch brad nails. I've got a board clamped to the table to help me get everything all squared up and in position. I have all of my frame marked, so that's the right side, left side, top and bottom. Got all those marked, and start getting this thing put together. Okay, y'all, I got it. If I didn't say it was a bit of a struggle, I'd be lying, because that was a struggle. Y'all, oh my goodness, this thing looks nice. Let me show you. All right, y'all, take this with a grain of salt. I still need practice with my miter joints and my corners, but this thing came out exactly as I envisioned it. Take a look.